Hello, today is 3/13 of 26, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. It is currently quarter till 9, and I'm getting ready to have my coffee. I made it with 1 cup of Fairlife whole milk, a serving of collagen peptides, a serving of whey isolate protein powder, and a tablespoon of MCT oil. And then I have more cake. So if you've watched my videos over the last few days, I've had this chocolate mug cake that I've been having and trying to tweak the recipe to like make it what we want. So I actually really liked it with the original recipe and added sweetener. It was dense, but I really didn't mind that at all. My husband did. He would prefer it to be a lighter cake. So I tried apple cider vinegar. That didn't work. So yesterday I tried adding a tablespoon of sour cream to the mixture. And I ended up having to cook it. So with the added sweetener, with just the original recipe and the added sweetener, I had to cook it for like a minute 15. But I had to cook this one for like 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So it took a lot longer to cook and it was really wet. Even when I like took it out of the cup, it was like it was really wet. So I'm not sure. It's not as wet this morning. So that's nice. Um let's see. Well, it's different. I would say that it is lighter. I think it is less dense than it was. I think for me though, I I think I like it without the sour cream in it better. And I don't know if it's a change in taste. Like I think there is a bit more tanginess in it. Um yeah, I think for me, I think I still prefer it with that more density to it. But my husband prefers it this way. He did say that it was a lot better. So I'm glad that it was better for him. When I make it for him, I'll add that additional sour cream. But to me, it's not really worth the calories and it tastes better. And I know it's not very many calories. I think it's like 35 or 40 calories to add that tablespoon of sour cream. But like it's just not worth it when I like it better without the sour cream. So I think for me, I will continue to make it my way, which is with the original recipe and added sweetener. And then for him, I'll add the sour cream. It is 1 o'clock and I am making my second meal of the day. So I'm trying a new recipe for chaffle. It's a like a maple chaffle. So I can make a breakfast sandwich out of it. I have in my air fryer some sausage. I also have a couple of eggs that I mixed with some salt and pepper. I'm going to stick this in my microwave to warm them up when the time comes. I'm using so many small appliances for this recipe. And then I've got my waffle iron to make my chaffles. Uh, the recipe calls for a tablespoon of maple syrup. I am going to try this Walden Farms pancake syrup. I haven't tried it before. It's zero carbs, zero fat, zero everything really, zero calories, which can't be necessarily true. But so I just, before I put it in my recipe though, I want to like try it and just see what it tastes like. Wow. Okay, so the ingredients are water, cellulose gum, natural and artificial flavors, salt, sodium benzenate, and potassium sorbate, and then sucralose, lactic acid, sodium bisulfite. I wish my eyeballs worked better. Xanthan gum, gar gum, caramel color, gum arcadi, ar, acacia. I'm not sure. Um, carob gum and beta carotene. Um, it's good. I'm actually surprised at how much maple it tastes like. It does have a bit of like almost like a vinegary kind of flavor to it, just barely at the end, but it's actually pretty good. So I'm impressed. In my bowl here, I have a half cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, 2 teaspoons of coconut flour. The recipe says you can use 2 teaspoons of coconut flour or 2 tablespoons of almond flour, and then a half teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to add in my tablespoon of syrup. Oops. And a little bit more. I'm going to have to clean that jar. Along with 1 egg. Okay, and then just get these mixed together. And I do have my waffle iron preheating. And I'm using the square bowl for my eggs because my waffles are going to be square. So, like, I kind of want everything to be squared. I tried to also form my patty into like a square. I did add some avocado oil to my, well, actually, both my waffle iron and my bowl with my eggs. Ooh, they look good. Got a little underdone here, so get rid of that. Let's see if I can pull these off out. Okay. And then I'll cut them. So I have 2 sides to my sandwich. And add my square egg. That turned out great. And my not quite so square, but at least big enough piece of sausage. It is a 1/4 pound patty. Okay, so I'm going to try just the waffle itself. It's decent. It's a decent waffle. Um, actually kind of like that a lot. I think I like it more than almost any chaffle that I've had. There is one that I remember that was like a cinnamon one that I think I liked better, but as just like a chaffle to have, this I really like this recipe. I don't quite taste so much the maple syrup, but there is a little bit of sweetness in there, and so maybe that's just kind of what makes it like a good chaffle. Okay, so now I'm going to try and take a bite of my giant sandwich. It feels so giant. That is really, really good. I I am so going to enjoy this meal. It is 2:30 and I am getting ready to leave for the rest of the day. Like I probably won't be home until 8 o'clock tonight. So I am taking food with me to have for dinner. Um, I have been so excited for this meal. I've been thinking about it all week. I have 2 packets of tuna mixed in my bowl here, along with 3 tablespoons of light Miracle Whip and a little bit of pepper. And then I'm taking a little bit of head lettuce with me and I'll mix that in and have like a tuna salad. I am taking with me a bag of these legendary ranch protein chips. I enjoy these. I don't eat them very often, but like they just sounded really good with my tuna. And then for some more protein, I am having an Okios 000 salted caramel yogurt along with some blackberries on top. Yummy. A couple other things that I took with me were 2 dill pickles and a beef stick. I took them just because I thought that I might need a little bit extra. My plan was to go to the gym and do a pretty heavy workout. So I left and then I had to do some things and I ate, but I wasn't super hungry. But my plan was to go to the gym after that, and so I did want to have something in me. So I ate the chips and I ate the blackberries and yogurt, and I felt very satisfied. I went to the gym. I did a hard workout. It was full body. Tomorrow I will be out of town, and so I wanted to get like lots of really good work in today because tomorrow's automatically going to be a rest day. And I didn't want to have this feeling of like, oh, I really need to move. Like I wanted my body to be worn out and just use a rest day. So I did that. And then my plan was to then eat my tuna salad. Um, and my body just did not want it. It was like, that's just too much food. And so, it all it wanted was the beef stick and the pickles. So that's what I had was the beef stick and the pickles. And then I walked on the stair stepper for an hour at level 5 and then I came home. So and again, after eating the pickles and beef stick, I just felt completely like satisfied. So my caloric deficit is pretty high today, but I did at least meet my protein goals. I ended up with about 1,600 calories. My protein is 170. My net carbs are 31, and my fat is 82. So it is a higher deficit than I would normally be comfortable with. But tomorrow, I mean, I would just say, okay, I'll probably just eat more tomorrow. But I know that I will probably eat higher calories tomorrow because I am going out of town and there's a high probability that I will be going out for dinner with friends and family. So, I feel like okay. I'm not like really worried, like, oh, I need to like make sure I have more tomorrow because I'm pretty sure that I kind of automatically will. It's not set in stone that we're going out to eat, but it's kind of likely. So I won't see you tomorrow.